Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really plunging into quite a captivating world. Sacred objects, spiritual power in Thailand. And we're focusing on a truly revered monk, Duong Sakorn Manunyo, from Wat Nong Grub in Rayong.
That's right. And our mission really is to unpack his legacy. It's quite remarkable. We want to explore the mystical sources behind his amulets, which are known for being incredibly powerful, and try to understand why they hold such, profound meaning and value today.
It feels like right from the start, Luang Por Sakorn's path was kind of set. His birth date, even Tuesday, February 3rd, 1938. That specific timing, the fourth waning moon of the third month, it's actually said to signify an inherent interest in mysticism, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, it suggests a sort of natural inclination. But his spiritual journey wasn't just destiny, it was also meticulously cultivated. What's really foundational for him, you see, was his direct lineage, especially learning from Lorngputs of Wat Laharm Rai.
Ah, yes, the god of Prai Kuman powder.
Exactly. That connection is crucial. And it wasn't just basic instruction either. Longpu Tim actually guided him to study further with Longpu, and it really shows a deliberate, deep spiritual transmission happening there.
And it's more than just his birth suggesting this power. There were some, pretty miraculous events after he passed away in 2013, too, like his body remaining perfectly preserved.
For a whole...
Right, in just a simple wooden coffin.
That's the story, yes. And there are others, too, like needles apparently breaking when they tried to inject him before his passing.
Wow.
And another tale about a dream, which led someone to find this healed burn mark on his back, things like that. They really reinforce this idea of his spiritual energy.
Okay, so given all that, these incredible accounts, it really begs the question, what exactly gave his amulet such immense power?
Right, and I think the most fascinating aspect there is the Phong Prey Kuman, the Prey Kuman powder.
Yeah.
This was the highly potent sacred ingredient that was passed directly from Luang Putim to Luang Por Sakorn. Luang Putim created it around 1972.
And the ingredients themselves are quite specific, aren't they? Almost startlingly so.
Indeed, very specific. It basically has two main parts. First, there's Phong Prey. This comes from individuals who died unnatural or violent deaths, things like drowning or suicide. And they'd use elements like hair, nails, sometimes even tongue or bone powder. Luang Pu Tim reportedly used remains from over 20 such individuals.
Okay. And the second part?
That's Phong Kuman. This is sourced from stillborn babies, specifically infants who died on a Saturday and were then cremated on a Tuesday. The choice of ingredients like these, which might seem unsettling, it isn't arbitrary. It reflects a really profound belief in harnessing intense, raw life energies, often energies tied to tragedy or, liminal states, and then transforming them through rigorous spiritual discipline into protective or beneficial power. It's like a spiritual alchemy.
That's incredible. And the actual creation process sounds unbelievably intense as well. I read that skulls were stored behind a Buddha statue for months until they were dry and then ground finely.
Exactly. And there are these anecdotes from the time, too, like a grinding mortar breaking during the process, and another one apparently catching fire. These stories signal the immense, almost volatile power of the material, but also the control needed.
So it wasn't just about using Lumpu Tim's leftover powder.
No, not at all. What's crucial is that Longkor Sakorn became the direct, complete inheritor of this whole complex mystical art. He incorporated original Prey Kuman and reportedly even made his own batches later into his amulets.
Okay, so what does this mean for the amulets themselves? What are his most sort of iconic creations that people look for?
Well, his most iconic are definitely the Frakun Pan Phong Prey Kuman amulets. Those are really sought after. Particularly the Nong Bua Klee model, made around 2000-2001. That one's highly popular. It was made with pure Prey Kuman and also Dorktong.
Dorktong? What's that?
It's a type of magical herb, often used specifically for its strong attraction properties. And that model is strongly associated with Manong Bua Klee for, irresistible charm.
Okay, so charm is a big one. What other core spiritual powers, the Pudakun, do his amulets offer?
They cover a range, really. There's protection, Kongrapan Chatri for invincibility and safety from harm. Then the charm and popularity we mentioned, Metamaha Nyom, which enhances likability, attracts kindness. Also, luck and prosperity, Choklap and Rung Ruang, for attracting wealth and success. And finally, power and courage, Amnart Barami, which is about boosting your personal authority and bravery.
With all that power and the demand, I imagine counterfeiting must be a massive issue. How can you even tell if one is authentic?
Oh, it's a critical concern, absolutely. There are key things to look for, though. First, the material composition, the texture, the blend of ingredients. It's often quite unique. Then, his distinctive hand-scribed lines, especially on things like talkroot, those little rolled scrolls or faience cloths.
Right.
Also, the print details. They should be sharp, clear, precise, especially faces and any intricate designs. The weight needs to feel right, too, indicating the proper materials. And, interestingly, specific model defects or characteristics. Each batch often has tiny, unique identifiers known to experts.
It's actually fascinating that LP Sakorn and his team apparently implemented anti-counterfeiting measures right from the beginning. Things like destroying the creation codes after a batch was made or using different metals for certain models. They knew how valuable these would be.
They absolutely did. They understood the significance early on. And when it comes to market value today, well, prices can range dramatically, from hundreds of Thai baht up to hundreds of thousands, even more sometimes. It really depends on rarity, the specific sacred ingredients used, and proven miraculous experiences people have reported. And yeah, popular models like the Kunpain Phao from 2003, that name refers to a specific robe offering ceremony, those are very heavily counterfeited because the demand is just so incredibly high.
It's clear Luangpur Sakorn's life and work really cement him as a true master of Thai mysticism, a profound spiritual guide whose impact is still felt strongly today.
Indeed. And these objects imbued with such complex history, such deep beliefs, they really serve as tangible links to a rich spiritual tradition. Makes you think, doesn't it? What does the enduring fascination with items like these reveal about our human desire? That need for protection, for prosperity, for spiritual connection, especially in, well, our increasingly complex modern world.